Hey everyone, my name is Chris and this is Stanforce Labs. If this is your first time here, well, welcome to the channel. And if you've been here before, well, welcome back. Today we're going to be jumping into 5 exciting announcements that are going to help you and your business to succeed. But before we jump into number 1, go ahead, take a moment now, subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, please definitely leave me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. So let's go ahead and jump into number 1. So we're starting off first with Google. This is coming out of Google DeepMind. It's the Gemini 2.5 computer use model. Well, what exactly is this? Interestingly, they actually have a AI summary. And I'll just read the AI summary. It says, Google is releasing the Gemini 2.5 computer use model via the Gemini API, enabling developers to build agents that can interact with user interfaces. This model outperforms others in web and mobile control benchmarks with lower latency. You can now access it on Google AI Studio and Vertex AI to start building and share feedback in the developer forum. So this actually is out now. There's a GitHub repo, I believe. Okay, yeah, they do have the GitHub repo. If you go to the bottom here under Start Building, you could dive into the reference that'll show you how you can install this thing. So basically what this means is you could control your browser agentically, sort of like operating Playwright, which I'm not sure if you know what that is, but basically it can find elements on the page, click things, read things, but do it all through an agent, which is really cool. There's, if you've seen ChatGPT agent mode, this is like that, except you could build your own agent to do whatever you want. So this is like a really powerful unlock if you ever want to do some really custom applications. So they give some examples, like this one here is someone who's running a pet spa, and they have a CRM, and they want to get details from a website and put them from one place to another into the CRM and just have it run through and do that, and then set follow-up appointment reminders and stuff like that. So these, like, it's very, very cool for building bespoke applications. And they have the benchmarks here. You guys can come take a look at this if you want. I'll put the link below. But basically, you could see it's outperforming Claude Sonnet 4.5, Claude Sonnet 4, and OpenAI computer using agent model. So basically, this is supposedly and you can see here another chart. Supposedly, it's the best way to sort of operate a browser through an agent. And then they also have a demo here. So if we go to browser base, you can do things that would be, so it's like operating a mini browser here. So let's say, what is the price of Tesla stock right now? Let's see if it does it. So it's like starting a little mini browser. So you could run these things in a cloud browser. But obviously, I think it's more powerful if you could be logged into different things. But it's going to actually, so it looked at all this, and it should be able to, so it got the price, and did it tell me? Yeah, well, okay, so there you go. So it took a screenshot, and down here is the answer. I've evaluated the screenshot to Google search results, blah, blah, blah. Current price is $460, The price right now is this. So it actually operated the browser, did a search, took a screenshot, and read that screenshot. So this is really cool, super powerful, and this story is underrated. So anyway, now let's go on to number 2. So Amazon has launched something called Quick Suite. It's an agentic AI application for companies. Okay, so like if you're in a company and you have a lot of different data in a bunch of different places, this is a platform for a company of different sizes where it can take information in different places and bring it all together into one. So it's like an agent that you could use to access data across different places, automate tasks, visualize things. So let's actually just quickly watch their video here.
Tired of wasting time switching between apps to search for information, waiting on other teams to crunch numbers, or repeating the same tasks daily? Introducing Amazon Quick Suite, a revolutionary solution that transforms how you work by helping you focus your time on tasks that offer the most value. Amazon Quick Suite empowers every business user to make better decisions faster and take action immediately. By unifying AI agents for in-depth research, business insights, and automation, into a single experience. Let's say you're a marketing manager conducting a competitive benchmarking analysis in preparation for an upcoming product launch. QuickSuite can save you days by working across customer surveys, industry reports, specialized data sets, competitor web pages, user forums, and social media sentiment in minutes. QuickSuite empowers you to access the most important information across relevant data sources to help you make more informed decisions faster than ever before. You can use the QuickSuite chat agent to visualize and ask probing questions about campaign performance.
All right, so basically, we don't need to watch the whole thing, but I think it's very interesting. Great for companies, and yeah, they have MCP connections to 1,000 apps, blah blah blah. So it's like it's very very cool to connect your organization together, create a single AI agent for everyone that works there to access different information, and then they have all these connectors. Maybe your company uses Intercom for a website chat, or maybe you have Monday for some of your project management and scheduling and stuff like that, Canva, et cetera. It can access all these different tools together in one place. I think it's a big deal for Amazon. But again, the link will be in the bio. Check this out. This is a big deal. Again, a quiet one. So let's go on now to number 3. All right. This is something called Retool. So you might have heard of Retool, but they just announced something new called Enterprise AppGen. So supposedly what it can do is it can actually build a production-ready application all through a single prompt using Retool. So let's check it out.
We've seen that AI tools can turn natural language into a functional user interface, but there's a big gap between that and building enterprise apps that are connected to your data, running in production, and built securely. That's why we've built the industry's first enterprise AppGen platform. Let me show you what that looks like. Let's say I want to build a tool to triage failed shipments. I start by describing what I need in natural language. The ability to filter failed deliveries, assign owners, write updates, and sync changes back to my shipment database. Just like how you might pull a coworker into a conversation, you could specifically app mention their database in your prompt. If I want to be more specific about which resources my app needs access to, I can specify those ahead of time as well. Instead of jumping straight into building, Retool looks at my existing data and starts to build out a plan. Since all of this planning is in Retool itself, it can take into context any of the resources where my business data lives, inspect the schema of each of those sources, and we have our app. It's not a mock-up or a skeleton of what we asked for, it's a fully working app. The filters work, the forms write data back to our data source, and the layout gives users exactly what they need. Once the govern existing software by adding new features and exactly what it's planning to change, and gives me the ability to review and approve.
All right, we kind of skipped ahead a little bit there, but this is a big deal. Like the SaaS world is under major pressure right now from market enterprise valuations, because it's basically like, the multiples that SaaS companies are getting is getting under a lot of pressure, because you could just build these bespoke applications very quickly. This Retool is a way to do that. And then, this is just the launch of this particular sort of one-shot app builder. But basically, you could use Retool for a bunch of stuff, and then this platform will let you build an app. And so basically, we were just talking about like Monday.com. It's like, would you need a Monday.com, or would you need to pay these major monthly SaaS fees to various different software companies where you could just build your own? I think that's where a lot of stuff is going. And Retool is a way. There's a bunch of app builders and things like that where a corporation can easily build out apps. But again, it's not just for big companies. It's free for individual use. Teams are $10 a month per user. So, basically, you could go from sort of being an entrepreneur, just getting started, all the way to enterprise level using Retool. So that's a big article, big piece of information. And now we're going on to number 4. This one I really like a lot. This is called Spottr. They say it's Control F for videos. So basically what it could do is it could take any video that you have, whether it's a wedding video, security video, legal, anything, and find anything you need in it in video. So it's like basically like you could search videos if you're searching a document. So you upload your video, it processes it all, and then you could search for specific things. I love their website too, by the way. Very inexpensive. It's free for trying it out. Pro version is $29, and enterprise custom. Contact them. I will definitely do a longer video on this, but I'll put the link below. It's usespottr.com, and it looks like it's very very interesting. There's a lot of use cases. So for a wedding video, find your first looks. That's good if you have to edit a ton of videos, security, surveillance, content creation. Yeah, there's so many cool things. I've been doing a lot of video, obviously, lately. So this seems like a very interesting concept. And now we're going on to the fifth one and the final one for today, something called Glue. Glue is basically like a chat platform for your company, sort of like Slack, except it also integrates with your AI agents. You get an agent and actual people that you're talking to all at the same time. So it's under one roof. So Glue is sort of like a chat system where you could talk to agents. And so it looks a lot like Slack, actually, if you look at it. But not only can you talk to sort of agents, AI agents, but you could actually talk to other people on your team all under one roof on a single platform. And basically you see here, they could access information from a bunch of different places. You collaborate with your team, and you see how you could ask it a question and it pulls it together as part of the context of the conversation that you're already having. I believe it's actually its own separate experience. It's not like inside of Slack. It does not appear to be. And I think that does make sense. But again, we'll see. We'll see if they're able to sort of get away from Slack. It's $6 a user per month. Sounds cheap. But again, this is like another thing you have to pay for. So I wonder if this can be used just as an agent inside of Slack versus actually having to have another piece of software running on everyone's computer. So they have like an interesting use case up here for business. This is under business teams, and it's like, hey, see agentic chat at work with embedded AI, focused conversations, and seamless app integrations. Glue is a platform that keeps campaigns running and deals closed. So basically, it's not just for talking to an agent, but it's also for working with the team and having a deadline and a schedule. So it's sort of combining a bunch of different things together under one roof. The interesting thing about this is they have these beautiful product screens, but it'd be really nice to see a video to see like what the actual, how this works. And I think they have a bit of a hurdle here to get people to be like, hey, like this is why I don't need Slack and I need this, or I need this in addition to Slack. I get it. I mean, it's like Slack is super limited. They just raised a $20 million Series A, so it's a pretty new company. But yeah, so to me it looks like Slack, but AI is the best way I would put it. So anyway, I think it's cool, and I'll definitely give it a try. Maybe I'll do a longer video on it. If you want me to do a longer video on any of these things, please leave a comment below. Which one could you see yourself using at your work? Is it something you'd be interested in? If you'd like me to cover any more of these in any more depth, or you want me to make a longer review of them, please go ahead, leave a comment, and let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.